What's going on, YouTube? Back here with your boy Eddie, and I told you guys last time that the video was going to be about another fight that I got into, because we're going to the beginning, because I just started the channel. So what I'm kind of giving you guys my backstory and all the fights that I personally got into, and then I'm going to get into something else after that, because there's quite a few of those. So, but I'll mix it up though. Like, if you guys like the content, you let me know. If not, I can always go on to other parts of the stories. Okay, because I got lots of content in my head planned out for you guys. So, okay, now this fight that I'm going to be talking to you guys about today happened in the Don jail. Okay. You guys gotta realize the type of place Don jail is. It's a place with, a lot of people say it's haunted. You know, there's rats running around sometimes on the ground. It's a dog-eat-dog world, okay? It's a place where back then they used to have graveyards there in their own jail and hang guys way back when, in like the long time ago, right? Way before even my dad's time. But when my dad was there, supposedly they didn't even have toilets. But so when I got there though, well, let's get back to what was going on before about the graveyards. Okay, the graveyards are buried by the new part of the jail. Okay, so when they made the new part of the jail, they covered up the graveyard because they stopped doing the hangings and stuff. So that's kind of crazy that the other part of the jail is on a graveyard now. So that's why people say that. Anyways, for all you guys not superstitious, don't worry about it. Okay, let's get back to the story. Alright, so this happened in the Don jail on 3C, would be north, but it's backside. 3C backside. Okay, it's called 3C north, 3C north, 3CN. Okay, so basically the guy that I fought, we're gonna call him LCAT for this video. I'm not gonna tell his exact real name, just because in the last video I thought about it and I was like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have gave out Buddy's name, but it was only his nickname. I don't know if that's a big deal or not. I don't think it is, but it was only his nickname. But yeah, it was years ago. It was many years ago, like over long time ago anyways. So I think it's okay to speak on, like, alright. So but what I'm going to do from now on is start using like nicknames for the people. Like, I'm not going to use their real name or their real nickname, because that's just the way I have been thinking, and that's the way I'm going to do it. So, okay, not worried or anything. It's just out of respect, you know. It's just what I'm gonna do. So we're calling him LCAT. First reason is because his name might start with an L. I don't know, and he fought like a cat, man. He had these. I'll get into the story in a bit, but just remember this, okay? All right. So this guy, okay. And oh my god, I just said his name. Oh well, the hell with it. Let's just go on with the video. Oh my god. See, I don't know if I should even post this, but I guess I will, guys. You guys will see some pretty funny content here. Some bloopers in the video, okay? Alright, so anyways, this guy that I'm speaking of, LCAT, he was the type of guy, he's like 6 foot. 6 foot, he's built, he's cut, you know, he's got the six-pack going on, everything like that. And in the Don, you know, people get killed all the time. So this is a place, like, it's, you know, pretty like hard place, right? So this guy here, he gets on the phone all the time, this guy, right? Me, I'm the type of guy, when I was doing this time at this specific jail that I was in, I didn't have anybody to call at this time. Other bids that I've done, I've used the phone the whole time and wanted to talk to my girl the whole time. But this specific bid, I didn't have a girl. I wasn't talking to my family. I wasn't really talking to nobody. So I didn't use the phone unless I was talking to my lawyer. Okay, so that's barely ever, right? Maybe like 4 or 5 times the whole 14 months, like, because my lawyer used to come and visit me too. So barely ever did I ever use the phone, and guys knew that, right? So this guy used the phone all the time. The way how it ran on the range was there was 3 phones. There was a blood phone that was for the blood set, for the blood car, and then the Crips, there was a Crip one for the Crip set. They had their own phone, Bloods had their own phone, and then there was like a phone for like the regular people on the range, right? Just the rest of the range. Say there was like 10 Bloods had their own phone, 10 Crips had their own phone, and then the other 20 guys have this other phone, okay? Now, this guy I'm talking about, LCAT, he wasn't a gang member, okay? He was just a regular person like me. Some people in Florida and the States you guys call them neutrons. We just call them people, you know? Just like I'm not in a gang, I'm not a gang member, I'm just a man, you know? So anyway, so everyone, we're just regular men on there. We're not in a gang, okay? So it's all on how you carry yourself when you're your own man, right? I was friends with a lot of the gang members, don't get me wrong, right? So I killed probably my whole bid doing gambling with gang members and dice and poker. So I, you know, have a lot of like memories of helping me get my time over and done with, like, because you got no one to like whatever play cards with or this or that, and then I started playing cards with them, playing gambling and stuff like that. But that's besides the topic, anyways. So anyway, the phone, I'm on the phone first time in like God knows how long, right? So he comes over and says something to me about he needs the phone or something, and I was like, dude, I barely ever use the phone, I gotta make this call type of thing. He said he shot his mouth off and said something in front of the whole range that I couldn't let go. If I would have let go, I would have looked like a punk, I would have looked like a bitch. So right away I told him, you know what it is, bro, tighten up, come to the back, you know? Because the whole range heard what he said or something. I can't remember the specific thing that he said, but it was something about the phone, like, and he like said some sarcastic remark and like, you know, lit me off and like made me look like a punk, right? So I was like, alright, so right away I was like, tighten up, let's go to the back. So we go to the back. Now this is what happened. I square up like that, like a normal person would, right? So I square up like a normal dude. This guy goes like this, with these big ass long nails like this, and he's going like this, right? He goes and he swings at me. I try to get out of the way, try to miss it. The second when he swings at me, it gets me on the neck, scratches me all up my neck and everything like this, to the point where it's like pretty much bleeding, you know what I mean? Like scratch, right? So he's going like this with his head down and everything, trying to scratch me like this. And like a lot of people, I don't know, some guys fight with their heads down like that. I never would fight with my head down, right? You don't do that. That's something I don't know how to fight that good, but I've been in a lot of fights, so you learn over time. You do not fight with your head down because you can't see what you're doing. So the guy will sit there and go like this and miss every time, because the guy that is looking at what's going on is just going to move, right? So, and then right when I got an opening in on him when he was doing his thing like this, I kind of waited to get an opening, and I was just ding, you know, ding, ding. So I was giving him his bump, bang, 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 tussling, you know, lefts and rights, and giving him hooks and giving him uppercuts, giving him all these, right? He keeps doing this kind of crap, right? So I keep giving him hooks and everything. So eventually the fight ended, okay? His eyes were like swollen out to here like this, right? And if you ever see white guys get real bad black eyes, you can tell it's black. With black guys, it kind of goes like purple, right? So his eyes were swollen out like this, right? And the white part in his eyes were like red, all red. Both sides of the thing were all red. There was no white in his eyes, right? I had scratches all over me, okay? Probably one on the face, one on my neck. So now, props to this guy for not ratting or not cracking off the range, not doing nothing like that. He actually went on bed rest the whole time for like 2 weeks until he healed up. At the time, there was like bad colds going around in the jail in the Don, so you could just go put a slip in to go see the doctor and get a slip and stay on bed rest, but you'd have to stay in your cell the whole day until the next day. You wouldn't be able to come out, type of thing, forever. How much your bed rest was, no matter what, you're not going to come out if you get that bed rest, right? So you have to stay in your cell. So long story short, he gets the bed rest, but he didn't put in to see the doctor because it was so frequent. They ended up saying, okay, don't worry to see the doctor anymore, because people kept getting sick. They'd put in to see the doctor. It would take 3 days to see the doctor, sometimes 4 days to see the doctor. By then, they already spreaded it around the whole jail more. So then that's why they eventually just said, okay, whoever wants to go on bed rest, if you feel you have it, stay on bed rest. And then when you just stay in the morning, if you stay in the morning, you just stay in the whole day, right? So long story short, that's what he did for like 2 weeks. You feel me? He did that the whole time that this was going on with the sickness, like the cold going around. Like, he used that was how he kind of hid the fact that he was out like this, right? Which was cool, you know. That's props to homie there. Like, that was cool. I really appreciated that, you know. So he didn't bring heat on me in any way, since it was since he was the aggressor. I hope you're not gonna bring heat on me, you know what I'm saying? Which he didn't. So long story short, me and this guy ended up fighting again like 3 months later, and I'll tell you about that another time in another video. But after that second fight, ended up being like on okay terms and playing cards and stuff like that together. So after that, we still gambled and stuff like that, and we could sit and tolerate each other and play cards at a table or whatever, because we already fought it out. It's already over with, right? It's already done. It's a squashed issue. So that's basically that's how the fight was, guys. Yeah, these memories, man, I don't know. I don't want to glorify fighting in any way. I don't want to glorify fighting, but I just want to tell these memories so that way I can be part of the movement, this genre, the movement that's like trying to help all the kids and keep them out of trouble. And maybe they'll learn from a video and learn from some of these stories. You know, the littlest thing happens in there, over a phone, over this, over that. It could be over a bag of chips. It could be over a piece of chicken. It could be anything pops off like this in there, man. Okay? It's like that fast, and you're in a fight, you know? So, you definitely don't want to be one of those guys that just don't fight. You're going to learn to fight, or you're just going to, your whole time's going to be rough for you, man. They're just going to, what do you think is going to happen if you don't fight for your stuff? It's going to be easier for them to do it, so they'll just do it even more, right? Same thing with fighting. If you don't fight back, they're going to keep wanting to hurt you even more and fight you even more because it was so easy last time. They're going to want to do that again. So it's just, you know, you want to stay out of these places. I'm just telling you guys this so you guys kind of get my story, my backstory of the time I've done and what's happened to me in there and stuff like that, right? So, but I told you guys the next video I'm going to tell you is about me losing, getting my butt kicked, getting my ASS kicked, okay? And that's going to be the next story I tell you. And it's going to be a good one, okay? I know you guys are starting to give me comments, and you guys like the channel, so basically you guys are my team, right? My subscribers, my team, stuff like that. People call their subscribers different things, right? Different YouTubers, I've seen them call their subscribers different things. I don't know what I would call you guys. Like, I would have to ask you guys that. But so yeah, I don't know, guys. It's gonna be a good journey, you know. I'm gonna try to give you guys like as much as I can remember about myself, about like the violence and stuff, because I know you guys want to hear about the gory stuff. I'm gonna tell you guys about what not to do, what to do. I'm gonna show you guys a couple of the things that I know how to cook, that I know how to make, spreads and different things that I've made that I haven't seen anybody do, certain spread that I do, and it's a couple of things that I do yet on out there. So I'm going to show what we do here in Toronto, okay? And yeah, so there's lots of content going to be coming out, guys, okay? I'm just getting new to this thing, getting new to the genre, and getting new to doing this and stuff like that, getting used to being able to talk to the camera about this sort of thing, because I got major anxiety, severe anxiety, severe post-traumatic stress disorder and stuff like that, right? Like people, my girl and my couple different people that are close to me, they say, like, why do you walk back and forth so much? Like, say if we're like out waiting somewhere or something, in line for something, like I'll start walking back and forth and I don't realize it, and it's because of being in a little small space for so long. You can't walk far distances very much. Only sometimes, like when you come out on the pod, you can still walk around, but it's not that much, so you kind of got to walk in a circle, or you can just pace back and forth like that, right? So I'm so used to walking back and forth in the short distances. That's kind of what I still do that to this day a lot, and I don't even realize it. And then when I'm going to the bathroom, same thing. Like when you're in there in the joint, you're constantly flushing when you're going to the bathroom, right? And it's the same thing to this day. I still do that to this day. I still flush while I go to the bathroom. It's just such a habit for so many years. It's just, I don't know. There's some things that I just can't get over, I guess. And I don't even like being outside around big, huge crowds of people that I don't know and stuff like that. It would be different if I knew, like, it was like fans or this or that. But just being out in the like public, because I don't know what people are gonna say. You know what I mean? Some, like, I don't know. It's just people didn't have the same mindset as me. But what I do is I try to keep to myself as much as I can, just me and my girl and my small little family that I have. And yeah, man, I just keep to myself. So I go to the grocery store, you know what I mean? I do what I gotta do, and I'm like a home guy, you know? I don't like to venture off far from my house, you know? So my house is my sanctuary, my freedom. I go for walks and everything around here. I work. What I do is I do construction, so I do my own thing. Like I help people flip houses and stuff like that. I do all the work. It's their money and their business and stuff like that. I just do the work and get paid. So, but yeah, that's how I work. I work on like when I want to and stuff like that, right? Say if they get a house or whatever, I gotta do it. I have like say 3 or 4 months to do it, and then I could take as much. I could do it all in like 2 months if I wanted to, or I could do it like in like a month if I went every day, like 18 hours a day. It just depends how I want to go, how long I want to work that day, or so that's what I do for a living. I learned it very young from my dad. That's a little bit extra story there about some stuff that you guys learned about me, about some trades that I have, some skills. That's how I make a living. Because the YouTube thing, obviously, I ain't paying money. I just got into it, right? So that's how I've been paying and living. So, anyways, that's what I'm doing. I would love to do YouTube full time. That would be like a dream come true to me. So, yeah, all you guys that are giving me the good comments, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys that are viewing the videos, I really appreciate it. All the love and everything. And you guys are greatest, man. So keep it up, be good, stay free, stay out, you know, think before you do things, alright? Check this out. That's my